action as far as trade is concerned. Let's move on and talk about Arshia International. Let's focus on the earnings picture for Arshia. Fourth quarter revenue was up 33% at 310 crores. PAT was up 43% for the company. We have with us the management, Nijay N. Nair, Head Strategic Initiatives at Arshia International, joining us from Mumbai. Mr. Nair, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Ashutosh.
Let's talk about the quarter. EBITDA up 47%. It seems like for the second straight quarter, you've beaten expectations for FY13. What are the kind of growth expectations do you have?
Yeah, growth expectations actually is in the answer to your previous question, which is 47% of our EBITDA, yes. The major contributor is the free trade zone business. This quarter, the free trade zone business has contributed about 19% overall to that 310 crore number that you said. And that's the sixth quarter on the row for the free trade zone business. So it's a fairly new business for us, but that's a business that we're operating at about 70% on an EBIT level. And that's a high EBIT level business because the assets getting us customers, we've got great success. We've sold out the first phase. We've operationalized the fifth warehouse of our free trade zone, which is the fifth out of 20. We're also working on 5 other warehouses. So that's the major engine of our growth that you're seeing. And in FY13, we're going to complete construction of the phase 2 of this free trade zone and add also another free trade zone in the north, along with a domestic district park. So that is a major engine of our growth from a warehousing perspective. Rail as well, we've registered about 60% for the whole year if you look at FY12. And rail contributes about 26% of the overall top line for us. That is also going to grow. So overall, an infrastructure-driven business for us. FY13 looks good. Whatever you think we did, and if we did well, thank you for that compliment, but we will do better in the next year.
Also, can you talk about the total debt that you have, the consolidated debt to equity ratio, and what are the plans to scale down the debt?
Yeah, so if you look at all our projects put together, debt to equity is about 1.8:1, so that's less than 2. Out of that, if you look at all the free trade zone businesses together, that's about 50% of all that debt is coming in the free trade zone business. Now, earnings for us in the free trade zone business is actually in foreign exchange. So that foreign exchange allows us, and the success of the free trade zone therefore allows us the instrument to evaluate foreign currency debt, which would have a major difference in the interest cost that we pay and the finance costs that are there. So that's a major instrument available to us, which we will obviously exercise. We're also looking at some exciting opportunities to reduce the kind of capex that we would have on the rail front, and we'll make an announcement on that in the next couple of months. But this year in FY13, we would have a significant difference to the interest cost mechanism that you will see for our company.
Right, Mr. Nair. Thank you so much for your time. Great chatting with you. Congratulations. All the very best for growth in FY13. That's Arshia International for you, down 5.5% on the stock. We'll take a break. We'll come back and discuss more stocks. We'll also bring you an NETV exclusive. Apparently, the government is finalizing plans for partial deregulation of LPG. All that after this quick break.